In this video, I'm going to be going over things only original ARK players will remember about the game. And I made this video about like 2 years ago now, but I thought it'd be time to remake it because there's been a lot of changes since then. And I kind of wanted to like remake the series, so I'm going to start it again. The first thing is the old breeding system. Before, you couldn't just enable mating like you can now. You had to enable wandering, and the creatures would wander around, and that's how it would like enable the breeding mode. But the thing is, they would walk too far away and they would stop breeding, just like this with the T-Rexes, as you can see. So you'd have to make like basically contraptions like this, where you'd have gates surrounding them or a build surrounding them of some sort, so they didn't wander too far and like stop breeding in the middle of it. And it was really annoying. You had to do that for every dino. And now you can just easily go up to them and enable mating, which is so nice because it actually makes it super easy, and they can just stand there. You don't have to build a giant cage for every single dino you want to breed. And building used to be a huge pain back in the day because you couldn't pick stuff up. So basically now you can just pick up stuff whenever in ARK Ascended, but in ARK Survival Evolved you can pick it up 30 seconds after it was placed. They added that in the building update, which is in like 2018 or 2019. But before that, you literally just had to demolish everything. As soon as you placed it down, you couldn't pick it up at all. There's no timer or anything. You just had to demolish it, which really sucked. And if you messed anything up, you lost all that. This one is a small one, but it is about flak armor. Everyone knows that you craft the flak armor in the smithy, but actually you used to have to craft it in the fabricator. The proof I have of this is this extremely blurry screenshot that I found, but as you can see, it says it can be crafted at a fabricator. But you used to have to make it because it was the top tier of armor, and riot armor didn't exist. Next is the old UI. So this is what the UI looks like currently. ARK Survival Evolved anyway, and it looks very similar to ARK Ascended, but this is what it used to look like before, and this is what it looked like when I started playing. So this definitely brings back some memories of when I first started playing the game. But as you can see, it looks totally different, and I still kind of like it like that, even though the new one is probably better. Next is the TLC update. So we all know like the Rex and stuff like that. They look like this now, but as you can see in these comparisons, they didn't used to look like that because they did multiple TLC updates changing what these dinos used to look like into what they look like now, and obviously they look way better. The Rex, as you can see on screen right here, and then the Spino has a huge change as well. With these updates, they would also give the dinos brand new abilities and stuff, like the RG got a bunch of weight reductions, and then the Raptor here had like a pounce ability that was added to it. So they would add all these new abilities to them and basically update them. So a lot of dinos have gone through this update, and the most recent one being the Mammoth and the Stego a few years ago. As you can see, this Mammoth does not look very good. The old one was not very good looking, and now it looks way better. And then the map changes. So the island looked completely different when it first came out. Obviously when it first came out, the ARK was still in early access, so they hadn't finished the map yet. But as I'm showing the biomes on screen, like the Arctic, the Redwoods, and the Swamp, all of them weren't in the game yet. And as you can see, this is what the map looks like. I know the map is kind of like very desaturated, but I'm going to basically show the colors here, like the blue area at the top where it was the Arctic, and that wasn't there. And the like orange area, the Redwoods, which is there now, wasn't there either, and the swamps weren't there at all. Basically, it was like the same jungle biome and beaches throughout the entire map until eventually those biomes got added. And this is another small one, but I know the old players will remember it, and it's when rare mushrooms used to be the main food source. Now when you eat a rare mushroom, it blinds you for a long period of time, but it used to be they didn't do that at all, and they actually gave you a ton of food, so people would eat these as their main food source over cooked meat. But now, of course, they blind you, so you can't do that anymore. And then finally, the crafting skill. The crafting skill didn't used to exist. Before, it was actually crafting speed, which basically made it faster. Crafting skill now does that as well. It makes it faster, but it also makes it to where it increases the percentage of the items you craft, making them have a chance to make them better, basically. But it used to just be crafting speed, as you can see right here. And lastly, we have the old kibble system. This would basically, like, every single dino that laid eggs had its own kibble, and each dino wanted a different kibble. So if you wanted to tame a Giga, it needed Quetzal kibble, and if you wanted to tame a Quetzal, you needed Rex kibble. So you had to get the eggs for all those individual dinos. Now there's just a few tiers in each dino. Like, it had basically multiple dinos that will make that type of kibble, and it's like a tier system. So the more, like, harder to get dinos give the better kibble, which is a lot better in my personal opinion. So that's going to be it for this video. Let me know if you guys remember any of these, and if there's anything I missed, let me know, because I might make a part 2 if this video does do good, and if you guys want to see some more of it. But let me know if you guys actually do want to see that. But thanks for watching, and bye.